Today's wonderful world of Disney look is an interesting one, and it is 1988's Big, starring uh, Tom Hanks, and about a little boy, 13-year-old boy who gets his wish to become a grown taller, but ends up being a grown man, played by Tom Hanks, after not being invited to a ride to an amusement park until he finds a machine, the genie scary robotronic thing that grants his wish to become taller and becomes a grown man. And he still acts like a giant kid, like a kid, playing with his toys, doing fun stuff. But he does have a level of maturity too, when he gets his job and when he finds love with Susan. And I say this one's interesting one because it's technically a 20th Century Fox movie, not a Disney movie. But because it's on Disney Plus and that 20th Century Fox owns Disney, and I don't think adding this one as a Disney movie is not it's not a bad idea. It's much better idea to one of the better 20th Century Fox movies to say Disney on, more so than Avatar or Alien and even Deadpool. So I thought bringing this as a on the Disney 100th anniversary is okay. Because I really enjoy Big, this movie. It's really fun to see like a 13-year-old boy growing up, wishing to be an adult and experience as one. His friendship with his best friend is pretty fun to see of how he wants to play with Josh, but he's too busy with his job. And Josh can be quite funny when he eats an Oreo or when he when he does some childish stuff on it during his job, like playing with a robotic building and ask the question of how does it make sense? And his romance with Susan is so far kind of interesting one, but though it feels a little kinda interestingly weird to see the 13-year-old boy who got become a grown man for a wish kiss and sleep with an old and mature woman, Susan, and touch her too, like you know what I mean. Though their romance is nice, and she still did care about him when he was gonna get his wish back to reverse back to a child again, and be yeah. So Josh has some great development. So he's like what Tom Hanks brings a good performance to the role, including the child actor too for brief one. I'm questioning how like the mom did not call anyone else besides the police or go where the older Joss is like, where's my son? She's just after that police, she leaves the movie, and there are only voices of her at the end where Joss after going back as a tween, goes back home, and mom gets excited, but she's not seen on screen. It's like what is this mom? That is like one of the worst moms ever. She didn't give a crap about where Josh is after after older Josh had a call with her about how Josh is doing. But there are some other funny moments, like to the tennis scene where like the boss of Josh played tennis with him, and he tells him to give the ball back, but and then attacks and beats him up too, and then Josh cries. And like I said, one thing I think my favorite part about Josh and Susan's relationship is when they jump on a trampoline. It's kind of fun, and also when they have fun with Josh's play play things. It's very fun to see that even though Susan's a grown up, she has fun with that for a while. And of course, there's the piano scene, which is quite fun too. Like where he experienced it with someone else too. It's pretty fun to see it do that. Like the piano ground scene. And of course, this reminded me of the one from The Simpsons. And I would not be surprised that this inspired, it big inspires that one scene where Homer was playing the piano, but the difference is in Big, everyone appreciated. People at The Simpsons were like, "Ah, stop it! Boo!" So yeah, the piano scene was a lot of fun. And like I said, Tom Hanks takes a good job, as well as the actors who play Susan and the John's best friend too. He's a lot of fun too. How though he doesn't do much because Josh is too busy with his new job. Like I said, the ending was very good of how he got his wish back to become a kid again, and Susan and John have a well goodbye and returns. Josh returns home and has a short talk with his friend. So, what did you think of Big? Let me know.